Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I am Dora of Elle's Mirror, lover of natural hair and locks. So today I'll be answering questions about my lock journey and generally about locks. So I've had a lot of people send me emails or questions in my comment sections asking about my lock and their locks and how to and asking about tips on how to enjoy their lock journey, how to maintain a clean and healthy lock, how to maintain thick healthy locks. And I'm like, okay, why don't I just compile those questions and attempt to answer some of them, because one or two persons out there might actually find it very useful. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, please do keep watching. Let's get straight into the video. I've penned down some questions here where I'm going to be answering just like 3 of them today, and maybe subsequently I'll attempt to answer more of these questions. This one says, I am 1 year into my lock journey. I feel like my locks are not growing. What can I do about this? So this person is 1 year into his or her lock journey. She feels like her locks is not growing and she wants advice and tips on what to do. Now, there are different reasons why one can feel like their locks are not growing. The first reason is because you're not seeing any change, or maybe you started with a very long, loose, natural hair, and now that you've transitioned into locks, you feel like your locks are getting shorter, or maybe you've locked your hair and after 1 year you don't feel like it's thick or locked yet, and that pretty much. But you need to understand that there are different lock growth stages. So when you understand that there are different lock growth stages, you will know at what stage your locks is at the time. It will help you appreciate the fact that your locks are growing and they are changing. Also take pictures at intervals of your locks, so that when you look at where your locks are right now and you look at the picture you've taken like 2-3 months ago or 6 months ago, you will realize that your locks are growing. Also, the fact that you started your locks, the way you started your locks also could determine how long it will take, because I remember that I started my locks with short, loose, natural hair, so it was fast for my locks to bud. But if you started your locks with a long, loose, natural hair, it's going to take time for your locks to bud. So don't compare your locks with another person and the time your locks is taking to bud with someone else's. I remember a client of mine that was complaining after 1 year and 6 months that she doesn't feel like her locks has locked yet, that she could still loosen her locks and all that. She had a very long, loose, natural hair, and this influences how long it will take for your locks to bud. So I think you should just enjoy your process, take pictures at interval, and monitor your lock changes. You'll find out that your locks are actually growing. Yeah, so let's get into the second question. Should I use conditioner on my locks? Should I use leave-in conditioner on my locks? I see people use them, but in a video of yours, you said you don't use conditioners. Please advise. Okay, this is me personally. I don't use conditioners on my locks. Before I started my lock journey, my loose natural hair used to be very, very soft. Very, very, very soft. And my knowledge of conditioner is it makes your hair soft. It makes it really shine. I don't know, but I know my locks. I know my hair type. I know the kind of hair density I have. Leave-in conditioner has never been very good for me. Apart from the fact that I do not like using a lot of products on my hair, it helps me avoid treating build-ups or whatever. I'm just enjoying my hair at its best in its natural state. So then, conditioners, if you want to use conditioners, you have to know if it's good for your hair. I realized that even as a loose natural, whenever I use leave-in conditioners on my hair, it itches my scalp. I have a very sensitive scalp. I've treated dandruff in the past. I've treated seborrheic dermatitis as well. So my scalp is very sensitive, and I do not want anything irritating my scalp. For me, even as a loose natural, leave-in conditioners irritates my scalp. I do not like using anything that would irritate my scalp, and that's why I've decided to stick with what I have been doing, which is distilled water, rose water, and my different types of oils. I use coconut oil, I use black Jamaican castor oil, and then there's this oil that I really love, Al Shafi Naturals. I'm really loving this oil. It's been giving me a lot of good vibes and all since I started using it on my locks. So these are basic things I use, and I'm good, I'm fine with it, and I love the way my locks is growing. So that's it. I feel like conditioner helps to break the how do I call it? Like, it breaks the matting of your locks. This is how I see it. If you require a huge amount of conditioner when you want to loosen your locks, so why should you use those conditioners when you don't want to loosen your locks? Why should you use it to wash? Why should you use conditioners to wash your hair? This is how I see it. Conditioners are used to loosen locks. Why should I use them to wash my hair when I don't have an intention of losing my locks? Yeah, so that's what I have to say about conditioners though. It's up to you what works for you. It doesn't work for me. I don't use conditioners and I'm fine. I have thick and healthy locks. I don't use conditioners and I'm fine with it. So that will be all I'll be answering for today. If you have more questions, please put it in the comment section. I'll be making a video answering more of these questions. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and stay beautiful.